The individual in your life carries within them a depth of romantic affection that transcends the ordinary, a love so powerful and enduring that it defies logic, fear, and even time. This emotion is not fleeting or shallow, it is a profound force that compels them to return to you again and again, despite the shadows of their past or the voices in their mind that whisper doubts about their worthiness. Even when obstacles seem insurmountable, when bridges appear burned and doors closed, they find their way back to you, guided by the magnetic pull of a connection that refuses to be severed. What binds you both is not simply memory or sentimentality, but an undeniable and steadfast attraction, a spiritual gravity that tethers your souls together, no matter the distance or silence. Your person has reached a point of emotional maturity where they are prepared to exhibit extraordinary patience. They are no longer in a rush, no longer looking to force your heart open. They understand now that love is not something to be demanded, but something that must be nurtured, cultivated, and most importantly, earned. And they are willing to wait for as long as it takes, because they believe you are worth every second of that wait. They hold on to hope, even as you remain cautious, slow to let them in. This hesitation is not born of indifference but rather from the pain etched into your heart by their past behaviors. Their former actions left an indelible mark on you, moments of disappointment that made you question not only them but also yourself. And though they may not have fully understood it then, they understand it now. Your guard is not unwarranted, it is a reflection of your wisdom, your self-respect, and the growth you've experienced. Once, they chose to walk away. Enticed by the illusion of something new, something different, exciting, or easier, they made a decision that took them away from your side. Perhaps it was fear, perhaps it was ego, or perhaps it was simply a moment of blindness. But now, standing amidst the aftermath of their choices, they find themselves engulfed by an emptiness that grows heavier with each passing day. Despite being surrounded by people, activity, and the noise of life, they feel an aching loneliness, a gnawing sense of absence that no one else can fill. It is not merely your presence they miss, it is the light you bring into their world, the calm you offer their storm, the deep emotional and spiritual connection that once anchored them. They are tired. Exhausted not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. Tired of running from their own truth, tired of pretending, tired of battling the consequences of their own actions. And yet, underneath this fatigue, something is stirring. A quiet reckoning. They are beginning to come to terms with their past, not with resentment or denial, but with humility and clarity. They are learning to face the mirror without flinching, to own their missteps without making excuses. This is not easy for them. Vulnerability has always been foreign territory. But this time, it's different. Because losing you shook them. It awakened a part of them that had been long buried beneath pride and fear. In the past, you may have rushed to ease their pain, to offer comfort and understanding even when they didn't deserve it. You carried some of their burdens, tried to shield them from the harshness of life, and even sacrificed parts of yourself in the process. But now, you've shifted. Your energy has turned inward. You've embraced the blessings the universe has poured into your life, success, peace, joy, and abundance. You've learned the value of self-love and the importance of boundaries. You no longer sacrifice your well-being for someone else's chaos. And while this has created distance, it has also created clarity. You are no longer a savior, you are your own sanctuary. Still, your person misses you with a depth that words can scarcely convey. They yearn for your touch, your voice, your wisdom. They crave the peace that only you bring, the calm in your eyes, the warmth in your laugh. And while they are amidst a storm of their own making, they are also in the midst of a profound transformation. This is a season of endings and beginnings for them, a time of reckoning and rebirth. Everything they tried to hide is rising to the surface. Secrets, lies, suppressed truths, they can no longer be buried. This is their unraveling. And yet, it is also their awakening. You, too, are evolving. Your journey is no less significant. You are learning to balance ambition with softness, independence with intimacy. You are discovering that love doesn't have to mean self-sacrifice, and that you can nurture others without depleting yourself. While you may not speak of them often, your person still resides in a corner of your heart, a tender, quiet space that remembers both the beauty and the pain. You've not forgotten them. But you've learned to live without them. And that is something they've never truly accepted. For them, the bond remains alive, beating with the same intensity, if not more. This story, your story, is one of two people walking parallel paths, occasionally intersecting, always connected by an invisible thread. It's a love that has endured silence, separation, and sorrow. A love that was once marred by immaturity and missteps, but that now holds the potential for healing and transformation. It is a testament to the enduring power of connection, the kind that doesn't fade with time or distance but deepens through understanding and growth. In the midst of their everyday life, you are their anchor. Even when the world is loud, the thought of you brings them quiet. You have a key to a part of them no one else has touched, a realm of peace, of joy, of pure, uninhibited love. You broke through the walls they spent years building. With your gentleness, your resilience, and your unwavering grace, you reached into the depths of their soul. And now, they are no longer afraid of love. They are no longer afraid of you. They trust you, with their heart, their soul, their very being. You are their soulmate, their mirror, their home. They admit the truth now. That once, they were stubborn, proud, and emotionally guarded. They lied, misled, gaslight, not to hurt you, but to protect themselves from the vulnerability they feared. They denied their own feelings, thinking it would give them control. But it backfired. They lost you. And in doing so, they lost the part of themselves that felt most alive. Now, filled with guilt and remorse, they vow not to repeat the same mistakes. They are willing to do the work, to make amends, to show you they are capable of the kind of love you've always deserved. They ask for your faith, not blind, not unconditional, but faith born of recognition that people can change, that hearts can evolve, that love can be rebuilt. Your partner is mesmerized by your energy. It draws them in like a current they cannot resist. And in this energy, they see what they aspire to become. You have become a reflection of the best parts of themselves: strength, compassion, wisdom, self-respect. They once surrounded themselves with people who followed, who accepted without question. But you challenged them. You didn't surrender your truth for their comfort. And that challenge changed them. You helped them see that love isn't about control, it's about growth, respect, and freedom. Because of you, they've begun to think more deeply, act more mindfully, and love more authentically. They are receiving guidance now, from mentors, from their own inner voice, from the lessons that life continues to teach. And through it all, their thoughts remain fixed on you. Not as a fantasy, but as a purpose. They are drawn to this connection not out of obligation, but from a genuine desire to evolve with you. This bond is not just about passion or nostalgia, it is about a shared future. A vision of a life built together, piece by piece, with intention and mutual respect. They are committed. To you, to the journey, to the possibility of what could be. You are their light in the dark, their compass when they're lost. They are ready to take the next step, not with hesitation, but with certainty. Because this time, it's not about proving anything. It's about honoring the truth that's always been there. the truth of your love. In quiet moments, they reflect deeply on all that's passed between you. They see your face in their mind's eye. They recall every laugh, every touch, every tear. They think about where they went wrong, how they could have loved you better. These reflections aren't fleeting, they are a constant presence in their heart. And while they once acted from ego, now they move from awareness. They see you now, not as someone to possess, but as someone to honor. You are divine to them. Your strength, your grace, your presence, these qualities have become a light that guides them, even when they feel lost. You live in their dreams, their fantasies, their hopes. And though life may have created distance, the imprint you left remains. You were never just a chapter in their story, you were the story. And even now, even when they cannot reach you, they feel the bond as strongly as ever. It is a bond that goes beyond the physical, into the emotional, the spiritual, the sacred. They've stumbled, made choices born of pain and fear, navigated life like a ship without direction. But through it all, the thought of you has been their anchor. Their hope. Their reminder that love, true love, is still possible. Know this, their love for you is real. Not perfect, but real. Not without flaws, but without pretense. You are cherished. You are remembered. And though the path forward may be uncertain, they hold on to the hope that it will one day lead them back to you. That this story, your story, is not finished, but only just beginning again.